Now on CoastTV News.
Efforts to bring more affordable housing to Milton and how a housing corporation is looking to do just that.
And we're being greeted by 30-degree temperatures this morning. Just this time yesterday, we were in the 60s, so we're being greeted by winter whiplash, so to speak. We are dry, and we're going to stay pretty sunny throughout the day. The latest on how long this winter-like temperatures are going to stick around in my full forecast.
An accidental shooting alarm. We're learning more of details of how a gun went off at a Milford school and what is next in that investigation by law enforcement.
Saying goodbye in the Senate. Delaware's Tom Carper gave a farewell address. What he told Coast TV about his concerns as he is set to leave Washington.
This is Coast TV News Today.
It is Wednesday, December 12th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Less than 2 weeks away from Christmas,
Wow.
Paige. It's coming, ready or not. I'm in the not category in terms of gift buying.
I'm
ready
am
for
too.
the season, but
Yeah, that's right. I'm not fully ready yet with gifts either, which is a bit late for me, but
well, part of that
okay.
is I have not given you my extensive list of
Thank
Christmas,
you.
yes.
Exactly. Now, here's the thing. Are you going to be like my husband where everything is $200 on your list, or are you more reasonable?
I think I'm more reasonable.
Thank
I can't think of
goodness.
anything actually that I would desire that would cost 3 figures.
Other people who are dating or like married to gamers, it's like all they want.
Well, that is on one, but that's a household gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yes, it's
And my
rough.
boys are old enough to know that's okay that I said that.
Yeah, no, hey, I get it. That makes sense. All right, well, we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono now. Chris, before you give us the forecast, how are you doing Christmas shopping? You good?
I've gotten one gift. My girlfriend, on the other hand, I think she's done. Yeah. So temperatures right now across the area. Look at this. We are 34 degrees colder than where we were at this time yesterday in Salisbury. So yeah, quite a shock stepping outside the door this morning. We've been quite mild here in recent days. We've had temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Right now, though, we are at the freezing mark in Milton, 30 in Georgetown. Winds are out of the west at about 10 to 20 miles an hour, and it feels quite cold out there. It feels like 24 in Georgetown and feels like 25 in Salisbury. We had the rain yesterday, a soaking rain at that. That has pushed off the coast. We have a few snow showers out in western Pennsylvania. Cold, dry air, high pressure building in, and we are in for a mostly sunny day with temperatures rising into the low to mid 40s, but feeling more like the 30s throughout the day, with those west winds generally about 15 to 20 miles an hour. We'll talk more about how long the cold weather will stick around and some rain chances in the not so distant future. We'll break it all down in my full 7-day forecast here in just a few moments.
Sounds good, Chris. Thank you for that. Happening now, about 20,000 people are under evacuation orders as warnings of a big wildfire continue in Malibu, California. Today, shifting winds are expected to push smoke as far east as downtown Los Angeles. The fire, it's now being called the Franklin Fire, and it's closing in on homes of people with fewer resources to start over. It's threatening businesses and other structures, and at its peak, officials say the fire burned areas larger than 5 football fields per minute.
Wow.
There's a housing problem of a different sorts here on Delmarva. In some communities in Delaware, they've been looking at the growing cost of buying a home, and one of those is Milton.
Yeah, and that is where we find Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, Milton now has an affordable housing task force, and it's meeting today to continue to search for ways to bring in more affordable housing.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, I'm currently in Milton, and I'm actually standing at an affordable housing option that's already built here in Milton. And now today, the Milton Affordable Housing Task Force is going to look at more ways to bring more housing options like this to the area. And a recent presentation by the Milford Housing Development Corporation, which is an affordable housing solutions company, says that it will help people in financial needs to find affordable housing options if they allow the town to help them come onto these developing projects. And now this specific corporation actually already controls some of Milton's subsidized housing options. But recently, the Milford Housing Development Corporation has withdrawn from Dutchman's Harvest Workforce Housing Project in Lewis, citing significant challenges such as rising costs and interest rates. During a special council meeting on December 2nd, the corporation's representatives explained that these financial pressures made it difficult to secure buyers who met affordability requirements. But despite that setback, the project may move forward with a revised model. And today in Milton, the town's task force will also look at if there's a possibility to partner with a nonprofit housing entity. And we spoke with some people who live in Milton who aren't totally on board with the affordable housing options, as they want to make sure that it actually is affordable for people. And that meeting will be held today at 4 p.m. And this task force could decide on some recommendations that they do want to vote for and send to the town council. Back to you.
Lisa Weber in Milton. Happening now in Milford. Smaller homes or accessory dwelling units could be more common after a Wednesday night public workshop. City officials went over potential costs, the size, and the number of people that can live in a single unit. Under the plan, these smaller homes would not be attached to the main one, but would be within the same property line. Milford Mayor Todd Collada says smaller homes could help with the housing crunch.
Talked about maybe limiting the size of the accessory dwelling unit to save on some of those fees, because the smaller the size, the less impact it would have to the system.
And since it was just a workshop, no vote took place. However, we expect the City Council to bring this up at their next meeting.
Happening today, expanding affordable housing in Lewis. The city will be holding a groundbreaking for the Chapel Branch Apartments. These will house 42 units of both 2- and 3-bedroom apartments, and according to the city, rent would range between around $460 to almost $2,000. The city says that this event will begin at 1 p.m. And new this morning, an update now to a story that we brought you earlier this week. Salisbury police are releasing more information into a deadly crash that happened Monday night. According to police, Sean Barlow was riding a motorcycle on Priscilla Street. At the same time, an SUV was driving on that street but in the opposite direction. The two crashed into each other after the SUV tried turning onto Harrington Street. Unfortunately, Barlow was pronounced dead there at the scene.
Also new this morning, a heads up for drivers in the Seaford area. A road closure begins in just a few hours. The city says Porter Street, it's near Locust Street, will be closed from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and this is so crews can fix a water leak.
An update now to a story we brought you earlier this week. Tuesday, a gun was fired in a Milford school, and we now know which school. Delaware State Police say that this happened at Evelyn Morris Elementary. They say the gun went off accidentally due to the way it was being handled by the school constable. After an investigation, police say no laws were broken. Again, no one was hurt. The school district also says constables receive ongoing training. Now, police say the case has been referred to the Department of Justice for further review.
Yeah, this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, should armed staff roles in schools be reconsidered?
All right, let's see. 69% of you say focus on the training. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, 18% of you remove the armed staff. 8% do some better staff vetting. 5% of you like the current policy. This is a tricky one, you know?
Yeah, I could go a number of ways on this. I think training, I think that a lot of people would agree that, at least in this case, that would have been prudent.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, so whatever you're thinking, don't forget that poll is still up. Go ahead and vote. Go to coasttv.com or go to our app.
Moving on, Maryland Governor Wes Moore sent out a social media post on Wednesday calling for change to a law that bans beer and wine sales in grocery stores. And Maryland is one of the few states where this is prohibited. It seems the governor would like to change that. He says, quote, lifting this ban puts people first, makes us more competitive, and he looks forward to working with the legislative partners to pass the overdue change. The practice in selling alcohol in grocery stores is also banned in Delaware.
We're going to take a live look now at our nation's capital, and it's here that U.S. Senator Tom Carper gave his farewell speech to his fellow senators. Carper is set to retire in January after announcing he would not be seeking re-election. Carper was first elected to the U.S. House in 1983. He then served 2 terms as governor of Delaware, finally was elected to Senate in 2001. CoastTV went to the Capitol to visit Carper's office before he fully moved out. He says what he's going to miss most are the friendships he's made, and that he hopes to leave behind a legacy of bipartisan work.
If we want to get things done, if you're Democrat, Republican, wherever you are from throughout the United States, bipartisan solutions are lasting solutions. And we have gotten to be too polarized in this country, and not just here in the Congress, but really all across the country. I think we have a responsibility as leaders to lead by our example.
Now, Carper's official last day in office will be January 3rd.
Here this morning, more fallout from the announcement by FBI Director Christopher Wray that he's retiring before the end of his term.
President-elect Donald Trump has already named his choice, Kash Patel, to lead that embattled department. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what led to this big move.
To you on Monday, saying that you Current FBI Director Christopher Wray says he will leave his position when President-elect Trump takes office for a second term.
I've decided the right thing for the Bureau is for me to serve until the end of the current administration in January and then step down.
Trump tapped Wray to lead the FBI in 2017. Since then, their relationship has taken a turn. Recently, Mr. Trump criticized Wray for his role in the FBI's investigation into classified documents at Trump's Florida estate.
I can't say I'm thrilled with him. He invaded my home. I'm suing the country over it. He invaded Mar-a-Lago.
In my view, this is the best way to avoid dragging the Bureau deeper into the fray.
Wray's resignation comes with 3 years left on his 10-year term, which has some senators concerned.
I do worry about a precedent set. We set up an FBI director to have a 10-year term, so they're not going to fall under undue political influence.
His decision was a wise one. I think President Trump had lost confidence in him.
The president-elect has already chosen Kash Patel to replace Wray. He's been a fierce critic of the federal agency and is making his case to senators.
The senators have been wonderful, and I look forward to earning their trust and confidence through the advice and consent process and restoring law and order and integrity of the FBI.
Patel promising a smooth transition if confirmed to lead the FBI. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
All right, we're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, football fun for a cause, how you can be part of the Army-Navy game this weekend right here on the coast.
And Ocean City is kicking kiosks to the curb. We're going to tell you why the town says they're getting rid of the parking kiosks and how visitors and locals must pay for parking going forward.
Giving shelter to those in need. We'll show you how one local program is making a difference during the cold winter months. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
This holiday season, the Roxana Fire Department is helping children in the community with their annual Santa Parade. From now until Christmas, help fill their sleigh with donations of toys and clothes. For dates and times, head to the Roxana Volunteer Fire Company's event page on Facebook.
My backyard in Ocean Pines is all about the birds and the bird lovers. From bird seed and cozy houses to unique, locally handcrafted decor, we have everything to make your backyard the perfect place to slow down and enjoy nature for you and your feathered guests. With the holidays around the corner, we have thoughtful gifts for every nature lover. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook for upcoming sales and events. Stop by and find something unique at My Backyard in Ocean Pines, where it's all about the birds and more.
Calling all comic collectors, anime lovers, gamers, and pop culture fans, make your way to Ocean City Comic Con December 14th and 15th at the Roland E. Powell Convention Center, featuring over 200 vendors, artists, and special guests. Plus, take a pic with your favorite comic book hero, take part in a costume contest, and so much more. Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday 11 to 4. Tickets start at $10 with discounts in costume or donating a non-perishable food item. For more info, go to oceancitycomiccon.com.
And it's been 15 plus years we've been coming with Avery Hall. Now they're right up the street. Any of the products that give you that peace and sense of mind in the community where you live, Avery Hall, I think, can take care of their needs. You don't always realize what impact long-term your needs are going to be for your health. With Avery Hall, been a fabulous resource for that.
Avery Hall found an insurance company that could help us.
I think more of a steady, strong relationship.
This holiday season, the Roxana Fire Department is helping children in the community with their annual Santa Parade. From now until Christmas, help fill their sleigh with donations of toys and clothes. For dates and times, head to the Roxana Volunteer Fire Company's event page on Facebook.
The holiday season is here, but that also means cold weather, and for some of the less fortunate, it means trying to find warm places to stay. In this week's Coastal Connections, Brandon Ferguson takes a look at one program that's helping find shelter for those in need.
Church by day, shelter by night. That's what Code Purple, a program to help the homeless, are providing for 105 nights throughout the winter. Mike Agnew, the director of Code Purple, says the church has everything you need to keep people warm and safe.
They may need some clothing. We have plenty of hats, gloves, scarves, coats, whatever they may need.
as well as toiletries, and they're able to clean up. They have a hot meal. We have
Code Purple provides 28 beds for people to sleep in, 14 for men and 14 for women.
We provide storage lockers right behind the movie theater down in the Midway Shopping Center. We open the lockers twice a week for our guests to go in and exchange clothing or exchange important papers or mementos.
Code Purple comes on the heels of the Taros camp, who supplied tents for the homeless at Troop 7, which created a seamless move for those who decided to grab one of the 28 spots provided by the organization.
This year, because of Taros and because of the awareness in the community, we have more than 600 of those positions already filled, and we're just getting started.
To learn how to sign up to volunteer, visit the article posted on CoastTV.com. For Coastal Connections, I'm Brandon Ferguson.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Ask about our Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion. A new bath or shower for just $69.95 plus 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
Call our office by December 15th and schedule your free in-home consultation to take advantage of the $69.95 Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
People get involved in all types of risky behavior. When it comes to your home's plumbing or HVAC system, don't risk it. Call Chesapeake Home Services. We take the risk because you shouldn't have to risk your family's finances with any service provider. Choose Chesapeake Home Services and get our risk-free buy-it-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason within the first year and we can't fix it, we'll buy it back. Chesapeake Home Services. We take the risk so you don't have to.
Service sure to make you smile. They always go the extra mile.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on CoastTV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
Time is 5:17, and you are looking live at the canals in Ocean City on a calm Thursday morning. Chris Mastrobono's in for Bob today, and it is a colder Thursday morning, Chris.
Yeah, I brought the winter temperatures with me this morning. We have temperatures about 34 degrees colder in Salisbury than just this time yesterday. Remember, yesterday we had temperatures mid to upper 60s, but it came with rain, much needed rain. We saw about an inch to as much as 2 inches of rain across the Delmarva Peninsula. Right now, though, we're holding at 30 in Salisbury, 34 in Rehoboth, and 33 Bethany Beach. It feels, though, more like 25 in Salisbury, 24 in Georgetown, all thanks to that west wind at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. We have gale warnings up through about 6 off the Delaware coast, a low water advisory down from Ocean City down through Chickateague, and then we do have small craft advisories up through the bay through 4. So the front that gave us the soaking rain is well off the coast, dealing with some snow showers across western Pennsylvania as the cold front pushes through. Cold, drier air filtering in. As I mentioned, we've been well above average over the last 4 days in the 60s and 50s. Today, a far different story. We're in the low to mid 40s across the area. Breezy at times, west winds 10 to 20. We'll see a high of 46 in Salisbury, 46 in Ocean City. Futurecast shows the clear skies through the afternoon. We stay clear overnight. Now, the only difference with tomorrow night, We're going to see clear skies, calm winds, and that's going to allow temperatures to fall into the lower 20s. And then we're going to stay cold and dry through the start of the weekend into the 40s. And then we'll see some changes as we roll into Sunday. So wind chills today feeling like more like the mid 30s. And then we'll see those wind chills in the mid 20s tomorrow. But winds are going to be calming through the day tomorrow. 43 to start the weekend. A lot of clouds on Sunday, mostly dry day. 54, we will see some shower activity roll in Sunday night through Monday morning. So Monday starts a bit damp. Most of the moisture looks like it's going to be bypasses to the north, but we will see a few scattered showers, and those will roll in Tuesday, in addition to Tuesday, with a front that's going to be moving through. 45 today, mostly sunny skies. We're at 25 overnight. Clear. We're clear and brisk tomorrow with a high of 41. And your umbrella winner from Paul Davis, you got Henry Jackson of Salisbury, Maryland. Congratulations on your umbrella there. We'll see temperatures of 52 on Sunday, and then we're going to be back in the 50s and 60s. Unfortunately, we're going to be dealing with a lot of cloud cover and the scattered showers Monday and Tuesday, and then temperatures fall back into the 40s for Wednesday.
Thank you, Chris. If you plan on driving in Ocean City next summer and parking, you better make sure you have your phone with you. The Ocean City Council decided that they will take out all parking kiosks in the town except for the ones at the inlet lot. The current kiosks are coming to an end of their lifespan, and replacing them would cost the town over $1 million. So the move here is to have people pay through parking apps on their phones. And for some people, the app could cause problems.
Primarily an older town. And I know my grandma doesn't like apps, so.
To help, the town plans to put signage on the remaining kiosks, informing the public that 2025 will be their last summer, as well as trying their best to educate everyone on how to use Park Mobile.
My phone's always dead, so that's an issue for me. All right, well, the issues with Park Mobile, they've actually come up before in Lewis in 2023. People received tickets for parking spaces that they did pay for using the Park Mobile app. It seemed to be the app's transactions did not register with the Lewis Parking Enforcement. Lewis Parking Enforcement saying that to be sure you keep a virtual copy of your receipt just in case you do get a ticket. It's the easiest way to appeal that. All right, still ahead this morning, football fun for a cause. How on Operation We Care will support active military and first responders during the Army-Navy game this weekend. Don't go anywhere.
Basketball is back, and it's nothing but net on the Delmarva Sports Network. From tip-offs to buzzer-beating plays, don't miss a moment of the action. High school hoops all season long on DSN and DSN+. Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Because of Pam's rehab team, they have helped me meet my goals of taking a shower after 4 years. If Pam rehab team can help me meet my goals, I'm pretty sure they can help you get yours.
Navigating life after illness or injury is a challenging time filled with uncertainties. At Pam Health Rehabilitation Hospital, we provide high-quality inpatient and outpatient post-acute care that'll help you rebuild your life. It's all about gains. Gain your movement, gain your independence, gain your life back. Pam Health Rehabilitation Hospital, the highest level of care with 3 locations to better meet your needs.
Are you suffering from hair loss? Maybe you need to cut a few pounds. Ready to start dating again? Well, here at East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air, we can help you with none of that.
But what we can help you with is plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, tub and showers, water heaters, air conditioning, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and sewer and water main replacements. Stop dealing with chamois that don't work and call Delmarva's top service provider.
East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air! Or find us online at eastcoastplumbing247.com. Forget about it.
Experience unparalleled dining at Benvenuto, where the finest wines in Delaware elevate every meal. Choose from an exceptional wine list, which has earned Wine Spectator Award of Excellence 3 years in a row. Savor the perfect pairing of these exquisite wines with our internationally inspired dishes, crafted from fresh, local ingredients. Immerse yourself in our captivating atmosphere, highlighted by a breathtaking Tuscan design. Join our wine club, bourbon spirit club, or dessert club, and indulge in private tastings along with exclusive member benefits. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Happening Saturday, the 125th Army-Navy game, while the Black Knights and the Shipmen will be playing at the stadium in Landover, Maryland. There's an opportunity along the coast to be a part of all that fun. Harpoon Hannah's in Fenwick Island hosting a watch party. In addition to the football fun, the Salisbury-based organization Operation We Care will be part of the event, promoting the packages they collect and how they distribute those actively serving in the military and to first responders.
If you can imagine the surprise somebody would get receiving a box that they don't know what's in it and they don't know who it's from, you can imagine what that does to lift your spirits.
And Merritt says Operation We Care puts together about 2,000 packages a year. Kickoff for the Army-Navy game is at 3 on Saturday. The party at Harpoon Hannah's begins at 1.
First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono is back with us. Bundle up. That could be some good advice if you like those morning walks on the beach.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, this time yesterday, didn't need a coat. It's balmy. We walked right outside the door, and we had some soaking rain. Different story today. Live look in the Lewis, where we have a temperature of 34 degrees, the dew point 27, so it's very dry out there. Winds are out of the southwest at about 4 miles an hour. So as we roll through the morning and through the day here, Fenwick Island, plenty of sunshine. Temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 40s. In Ocean City, we'll see a high of 45 as we make our way up the coast through Lewis and Rehoboth. A cold and blustery day there on the beach, 44 in Rehoboth and a 44 in Lewis, with that west wind at about 10 to say 15 miles an hour. Cambridge, we're at 41 for about the noontime hour, and we'll see a high of 43 in Crisfield. Get that forecast anytime by dialing our First Alert weather phone. We'll come back. We'll have that 7-day forecast a little bit later on.
And we want to thank businesses, groups, individuals, and so many more who have donated at least $1,000 to the Bless Our Children campaign and stepped up to join the Shell Brothers Challenge.
Here's a Shell Brothers honor roll in amounts given in increments of $1,000.
Atlantic Community Thrift Shop, Evans Builders Incorporated, Pocomoke City Elks number 1624, James Maloney, in memory of Stacy Dorsch.
American Legion Boggs Disharoon Post 123.
Ocean City Elks Lodge number 2645, Seaboard Billboard Boat.
Eastern Shore Corvette Club Inc. Tony Tank Tribe number 149. Carolyn D. Lehman Johnson, Midway Par 3.
MR Ducks, Salisbury Elks Lodge number 817.
Edward Jones Office of Melinda Tinkle, Jeff and Ann Vitas, in loving memory of John Angelis, Kathy and Michael Newcomb.
Delaware Electric Co-op, Phil Hawk, Cape Henlopen Elks number 2540, Michael and Nancy West.
Patricia Littleton and Steve Rosenberry. Dorchester Lodge number 223, IBPO Elks of the World.
Apgar Turf Farm Inc. Suicide Bridge Restaurant in memory of Bill O'Hickman.
The residents of Mariners Cove.
In loving memory of Maribeth Toomberlin. Salisbury Moose Family Center 654.
Eastern Shore Region Antique Automobile Car Club. Harry and Jenny Davis. SPI Pharma Incorporated. Peninsula Imaging LLC. Johnny Janasic.
In loving memory of Sean Noel.
Classic Cakes.
David and Louise. Willard's Lions Club. Mr. and Mrs. R. Dean Goldsboro.
Rose Wheaton. Horsey Poultry Farm LLC. American Legion Post 64. Tops Cut Off. American Legion Sinpuxent Post 166.
Jefferson Urian Doan and Sterner, PA. Pepsi Bottling Ventures. Crowley Associates Realty, Inc. Murray's Residential Services.
Eastern Shore Auctions by Willie Benton. Burris Logistics. Terra Firma of Delmarva Paving. Alan Corman and Son Incorporated.
Lewis Rehoboth Moose Lodge 646.
ASAP Services Pumping and Disposal.
J. Stacy Hart and Associates. Dwayne and Brandy Geis Absolute PDR.
ABC Refrigeration Incorporated in memory of Pop. Ramco Solutions.
Miranda Hart and O'Leary Contracting LLC. The Closet Works of Delmarva. Unfinished Business Thrift Shop. Idlewild Ruritan Club. Redmond Orphans Board.
Painting in America Made Great Again Earl Johnson Painting.
HVAC Services Unlimited, Inc. Contractors for a Cause Foundation.
Mike Singleton's Pest Control. Shore Fund Tractor Pullers.
Historical Vintage Car Club of Delaware, Inc. Green Acres Storage Shoal. In memory of Maurice and Pearl Jordan.
Sons and Daughters of Italy in Ocean City Lodge number 2474. Dagsboro Paint and Wallpaper. Chris's Pool Service.
Lydia's Grab and Go Bistro. IES Residential Inc. In memory of Joan Louise Rager. Creative Concepts.
Collins Wharf Sod. K&T Utilities LLC. Eastern Shore Traffic LLC. Chesapeake Trenching Incorporated,
G.R. Campbell Construction, Cox's RV Repair, Zion Church of Salisbury Women of Faith, Wheels That Heal Car Club, American Legion Auxiliary Cinnapunxet Unit 166.
Preston Growmark FS, American Veterans Thrift Store, Cheer Incorporated Employees, Daisy's Well Drilling,
CJ's Beach Bays, American Legion Nanacoke Squadron 6, B&R Auto Parts Inc., Delmarva Art Expo and Wool and Fiber Expo,
Pools, Pavers, and More, LTE Fiber LLC,
Reynolds Excavating Inc.,
Hickman Beach Plaza, Donald McIntaffer, Hawker Supermarkets, The Carroll Family,
Japanesque,
Mary and Chris Grimm, Shore United Bank, St. Andrews United Methodist Church,
Lewis Rehoboth Rotary Club,
Asbury Blades United Women in Faith, Asbury Blades UM Churches, Wycomico Lodge number 91 AF and AM, employees of Crest Plumbing Heating, in loving memory of Jim and Nancy McKinley.
Pep Up, Breeding Roll-Off Service, Peninsula Pond, Towers Concrete, OT Beecham Post 94, in memory of Richard and Helen Webb, Union Lodge Georgetown Loop, Queen City Elk Lodge 1051, Delaware Improved Order of Red Men and Degree of Pocahontas, AccuTrench Contracting LLC, Paradise Plumbing, Bob Willie and Sons Incorporated, King Crop Insurance, in memory of Lily Patrick Feinstein, Murray Sodvar, the Riverside Grill Oak Orchard, Chesapeake Waste, Chesapeake Companies, Preston R. Smith Plumbing, Maddox Brothers Trucking Inc., IV Solutions, Old Timers Softball League Inc., in memory of Shirley L. Doherty, Timothy and Terry Scott,
AE Janitorial Incorporated, Curtis Mercer Remodeling Incorporated, in loving memory of D. Jean Minsker, Southern Delaware Street Rod Association, Mount Zion Holiness Church Incorporated Milton, Thomas C. Melvin and Son Funeral Home Incorporated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, Monica W. Dwyer, Coastal Towing and Auto Repair, Security Instrument of Delaware, Rich and Karen Gollin, in memory of James E. Mowbray, Fraternal Order of Eagles, Cheryl, Gary and the Boys, Brenda and Ed Hammerbacher,
Donna Dorman Adams, in loving memory of Stella, Carol, Dale, Kent, Tom, and Evelyn, Quota Club of Salisbury, Maryland, Prize Farms LLC, RN Conveyance Company, Mary Bucky, Kenneth Lund, in memory of his dog Harley, Holly Lake Campsites, in memory of Sam Ellers, Chuck and Shirley, Harborside Bar and Grill, in memory of Eric Rickner, Shoreline Pine LLC, in loving memory of Martha M. Hopkins,
Premier Glass and Screen Incorporated, Tuckahoe Underground, in memory of Granville and Joanne Trimper, Bridgeville Lions Foundation Incorporated, Powellville UM Church and UM Men, in memory of Stephen and Michael Griffiths, Federalsburg Post 5246 VSW Auxiliary Incorporated, Joan W. Jenkins Foundation Incorporated, Allen Lions Club.
Again, we appreciate all of you taking on the Shell Brothers Challenge as part of WBOC and Coast TV's Bless Our Children campaign.
And if you'd like to help, you can donate on our website at blessourchildren.org.
Thank you for helping WBOC, Coast TV, and DSN lend a hand.
And together, we can make the holidays this year a very special one.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
It had been an ongoing issue with the ductboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Graydon successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe, I'm so much healthier.
Hi, my name's Michelle Muldoon, and I'm an estates and trusts attorney at Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. I'm one of the few attorneys in Delaware who assist clients in becoming eligible for Medicaid long-term care services. I help families prepare estate plans that protect their assets and provide peace of mind that they will not lose their life savings on medical bills and nursing home care. When it's time to plan ahead, make sure you have the right lawyer by your side that values what's in the best interest of your family. Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico, writelawyersrightnow.com.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
Now on CoastTV News.
Tackling the Milton affordable housing problem and why some people in the town aren't totally on board with the idea.
Health, a similar situation in that city, how officials there are looking at solutions to a housing crunch.
And we're seeing temperatures in the 30s, feeling more like the 20s across Delmarva. We were in the 60s just this time yesterday. I'll have all the latest on how long this cold weather is going to stick around and if there's any rain in the forecast ahead coming up.
Growing concern in the sky as more questions are being raised about a large number of drones in New Jersey and the limited responses being made by government agencies.
This is CoastTV News Today.
December 12th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:36. Big difference.
Yes.
Chris just mentioned it just a few seconds ago in the temperatures this morning.
Yeah.
I went from maybe just a light raincoat on Wednesday to scarf, heavy coat, gloves, hat.
Yeah.
Had it all going on.
It'll make you mad when you step outside this morning. You're going to be mad at the world, but don't be, because it'll be blue skies soon
Turn
enough.
that frown upside down,
Yeah,
everybody.
but I was mad walking to my car.
Okay.
So we're going to bring in Chris right now. Chris, it like smacks you when you step out your house.
Yeah, without question. Yeah, I will tell you, you feel as soon as you hit the door. And the other thing is, it's been pretty mild over the last 4 days. We were in the 50s and 60s. So, yeah, you're going to feel it stepping outside. Don't forget that coat. It will be dry. Not going to be dealing with the soaking rains like we had yesterday. And we certainly need it. 34-degree temperature difference. That's where we were at this time yesterday. So it was feeling like it was in the 60s this time yesterday. Right now, we're at 30 in Salisbury, 34 Rehoboth, 29 in Ocean Pines. And when you factor in the winds, feels like 24 Georgetown and 25 in Salisbury. Clear skies. The front that produced that soaking rain is off the coast. You can see some lake effect snow there. High pressure building in, and you can see those wind chills staying in the 20s here through the morning, but only feeling like the 30s. We're going to see highs right around 44 today, but feeling more like the mid to upper 30s throughout the day. We'll talk more about the cold into your Friday and then the start of the weekend, and some rain chances down the road. We'll break it all down coming up a little bit later on.
All right, thank you, Chris. Happening now, the FBI actively investigating the unexplained sightings of drones over New Jersey. Now, the Pentagon says there is no evidence to support that the sightings are coming from a foreign entity. They also say that the sightings are not military drones, but those government agencies have not provided evidence to support any of those claims. Dozens of large drones have been spotted at night across New Jersey, including near sensitive sites such as military research facilities.
New this morning, the latest effort to deal with the affordable housing problems. Milton officials, they'll continue to review plans to look to address this.
CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in Milton. Elisa, the town has a housing task force, that group meeting today, working to bring in more affordable homes.
At an affordable housing option here that's already built, that's an apartment complex right here. And now the goal of the Milton Affordable Housing Task Force is to bring more housing options like this one to the area. And that task force is meeting today. And at a recent presentation, the Milford Housing Development Corporation, which is a company that specializes in affordable housing solutions, says that it wants to work with the town to bring more affordable housing options to people with financial needs. And now this corporation actually already supervises 4 of Milton's affordable housing options, but recently the Milford Housing Development Corporation has withdrawn from Dutchman's Harvest Workforce Housing Project, citing significant challenges such as rising costs and interest rates. During a special council meeting during December 2nd, the corporation's representatives explained that these financial pressures made it difficult to secure buyers who met affordability requirements. And today, the town's task force will also look at if there is a possibility to partner with a nonprofit housing entity. And we spoke with someone who lives in Milton who's hesitant about the idea of affordable housing coming here.
Some of the people that live here now can't afford where they're living. So affordable housing is anything from $250,000 and up. And you have a lot of people that live here that can't afford that don't make that type of money.
And that meeting will take place today at 4 p.m. and this task force could vote on some recommendations that they want to send forward to the Milton Town Council. Back to you.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much. Happening now in Milford, smaller homes or accessory dwelling units could be more common after a public workshop Wednesday night.
CoastTV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how some people in Milford believe the change would be positive and what the mayor is thinking about housing in the city.
More housing, but this time just a little bit smaller.
You know, affordable housing, I think you're going to see more and more of these types of units come along. It's not just going to be me.
That was the big topic of discussion in Milford as the City Council held a workshop Wednesday night to discuss the cost of accessory dwelling units or tiny homes in the area. These smaller homes would not be attached to the main one, but would be within the same property line. One person who lives in Milford says if people have the space and the money, they should be allowed to add this type of housing.
If it was a family member, that was elderly, it would, keep them close to the family and, maybe save them from a long-term care facility or something like that. So, yeah, seems all positive to me.
The meeting Wednesday night went over potential cost, limitations to size, and the number of people that can live in a single unit. The unit would be paid for every month in rent, either by the homeowner or the person occupying the space. For the people who were at the meeting, cost is a huge factor, but what seemed even more important was simply housing a person or family member right in the backyard. Milford Mayor Todd Kulata says these sort of smaller homes could help with the housing crunch, but only if they're regulated properly.
We talked about maybe limiting the size of the accessory dwelling unit to save on some of those fees, because the smaller the size, the less impact it would have to the system.
City Council will discuss this more at their next official meeting. But for now, people in Milford can look forward to keeping mom or dad close by while still giving them a little privacy. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
And affordable housing is also a focus in Lewis. Happening today, a big step towards addressing that issue. Groundbreaking is set to take place for the Chapel Branch Apartments. These will house 42 units of both 2- and 3-bedroom apartments, and according to the city, monthly rent will range between $460 to almost $2,000.
Also new this morning, Seaford drivers, be aware of a road closure beginning really in just a few short hours. The city says Porter Street near Lotus Street will be closed from 7:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. This is so crews there can fix a water leak.
New this morning, an update to a story that we brought to you earlier this week. The Salisbury police are releasing more information about a deadly crash that took place Monday night. We now know the name of the man who died. Sean Barlow was riding a motorcycle on Priscilla Street at the same time an SUV was driving on that street in the opposite direction, and the two crashed into each other after the SUV tried turning onto Harrington Street. Barlow was pronounced dead at the scene.
Happening now in New York and Pennsylvania, investigators are still piecing together their case against New York CEO shooting suspect Luigi Mangione. According to 2 law enforcement sources, fingerprints found at the murder scene of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York tied directly to booking prints taken from suspect Luigi Mangione. Another compelling match announced Wednesday related to that 3D printed gun found on Mangione during his arrest at the Pennsylvania McDonald's on Monday. Police also found a notebook with some concerning writing.
They find some rationalizations about Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, but to use a bomb, he wrote, innocent people could be caught up in the carnage. Shooting would be the way to go.
Mangione is currently being held by Pennsylvania authorities. He's fighting extradition back to New York City.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up this morning, music. Back on the boardwalk, we're telling you about the newest music festival set to take place in Ocean City in just a few months.
And a powerhouse wrestling program starts another season on the mats. Also, an NFL legend makes the move to the collegiate ranks. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware is an award-winning waterfront restaurant serving fresh local seafood. Catch 54 features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple coastal cuisine with house favorites including our signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, and our famous 54 burger. Catch 54 offers delicious, chef-inspired nightly specials, a raw bar, a wine spectator winning wine list and monthly wine dinners, and the best happy hour in town. Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Why just dream of paradise when you can live in one? With a new in-ground pool from Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford, you can turn your backyard into a personal oasis. We design and custom build every pool to fit your vision, whether it's vinyl, fiberglass, or concrete. From residential retreats to commercial wonders, we do it all. And with a transferable warranty, you can dive in with confidence. So why not make a splash and upgrade your backyard with Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford?
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's at Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
It is a cold one out there. Looking ahead, yes, a temperature whiplash. We're about 25 to 30 degrees colder on Delmarva than this time yesterday. And we're going to stay dry and chilly, below average. Average highs around 52 this time of year. We're going to stay mostly sunny, below average here through the weekend. And then we're going to see our rain chances ramp up late Sunday night, Monday and Tuesday of next week. Temperatures holding in the lower 30s at this hour. West winds still about 10 to 20, so we're seeing wind chills in some locations in the 20s. Georgetown feeling like 24 and Salisbury feeling like 25. Clear skies. We have some snow showers well off to the north, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine. Sunrise 7:10 and highs reaching the lower to mid 40s. Again, feeling though more like the mid-30s, all thanks to those winds. We'll talk more about that extended forecast here in just a few moments.
Expected to happen after today, the lifting of the whale slow zone east of Ocean City. North Atlantic right whales, they were detected on November 27th, and boaters have been requested to either avoid the area or keep their speeds at 10 knots or less. There are 3 other zones like this in effect along the Atlantic coast. One is southeast of New York, 2 are east of Maine. There's no indication that the zone will be extended beyond Thursday.
Coming up this week on some Sunday Night Football right here on Coast TV, Green Bay Packers will be taking on the Seattle Seahawks. You can catch all the action at 7 p.m. And then, of course, stay tuned for your local news coverage that begins at 11.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
We head back to the mats as dual meets begin out in Delaware. Cape Henlopen opened up its season last night against a 1-0 Sussex Tech squad. We start at 1:32. Cape up 6, but Logan King is determined to change that for the Ravens. He picks up the pin with less than 2 seconds remaining in the period, now all tied at 11. But at 1:44, Colin Poulos returns the favor for the Vikings, using his entire body to get his opponent down for the pin. Cape now growing a lead, and more Viking power at 1:50. Nick Walker needs less than 2 minutes to ensure this finish. Cape Henlopen is in full control, and that would be more than enough as the Vikings go on to win it 44-31. And over to the gridiron. Big news in college football as 6-time Super Bowl champion Bill Belichick has agreed to become the next head coach of North Carolina football. The 72-year-old had worked in the NFL in some capacity from 1975 to 2023. The Tar Heels went 6-6 overall this year and 3-5 in conference play. North Carolina hasn't won an ACC football title since 1980. Belichick will try and change the fortune of the program, where his father was an assistant coach back in the 1950s. And make sure to tune into DSN tonight at 5:45 for boys basketball action between Del Mar and Laurel. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up tonight on DSN, your game of the night. On DSN, Laurel faces off against Del Mar in boys basketball. Then for a recap of all the action, tune in to the final score at 10:30. And then on the DSN Plus app at 4, Mardell playing Snow Hill in girls basketball. 5:30, Ken Island taking on North Carolina girls basketball. Same time, Milford playing Sussex Tech in boys basketball. And then at 7, Polytech plays Smyrna in boys basketball.
During the holiday season, Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign works to bring the Christmas spirit to everyone, and we like to share the cards and donations we received. You can see on our tree here, we've gotten a number of them, and I'm going to add one to our tree right now. This card is from Ethel in Georgetown. It's a picture of Santa, and Ethel, she made a wonderful donation. Thank you so much for that. Still need your help, though, to make sure that every child on Delmarva has that special present to open on Christmas morning. Already, the initiative has raised more than $245,000. To donate online, visit blessourchildren.org. And today's holiday house is this festive front porch in Delmar. The home is filled with floral arrangements and wreaths. As one of the persons in this family, they're actually a decorator, so some good bonus points for that one. This picture was submitted to us by Terry and Grant in Delmar. We want to see more of your bright lights and festive setups. You can submit your pictures, also some videos. We'd love to see some videos. You can do that at CoastTV.com/holidayhouse.
Now, don't forget the coats stepping outside the door this morning. We're seeing temperatures in the 30s, feeling more like the 20s. Hot chocolate, some coffee will do. Mostly sunny skies today. Low to mid 40s, feeling though like the 30s with the wind chill. We'll talk about more cold weather ahead and the return of some 50s and 60s in that 7-day. It's all coming up on CoastTV News Today continues.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
Our crawl space was really damp, it was really dirty, and it smelled really bad. Working with the Ben & Termite team was easy. I'm very satisfied with their promptness to get here and get the project done. Our home has been super dry since it's been encapsulated. Our heating and our HVAC bills have improved. It's a huge return on your investment, and overall, it's just really something nice that you can do for your home. If I had to give somebody one piece of advice, I would say call Ben & Termite. You won't regret it.
Are you suffering from hair loss? Maybe you need to cut a few pounds. Ready to start dating again? Well, here at East Coast Plumbing, Heating and Air, we can help you with none of that.
But what we can help you with is plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, tub and showers, water heaters, air conditioning, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and sewer and water main replacements. Stop dealing with chamois that don't work and call Delmarva's top service provider.
East Coast Plumbing, Heating and Air! Or find us online at eastcoastplumbing247.com. Forget about it.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trapp Nickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
When style marries experience, great things happen. At that cabinet store, we work with you to design kitchens and bathrooms that look stunning and work seamlessly in your everyday life. DIY enthusiasts, contractors, or homeowners, we work with everyone in the same way, paying attention to your needs and every detail. Because your experience should be professional and personal.
That cabinet store, under one roof, with Matt the Carpet Guy and Imperial Granite. At the Salisbury Design Center, the perfect team for your design dreams. South Salisbury Boulevard.
Time is now 5:53 on your Thursday. We're going to take a live look right now at Lewis. Not much to see right there. Believe us, it's there, but you know, it's the water. There's no street lights to look at. But Chris, we do know it is very cold out there. You mentioned just a moment ago coffee or hot chocolate, and now I want some hot chocolate.
Yeah, me too, actually. Well, I'll tell you what, yeah, we were in the mid-upper 60s this time yesterday as we had the rain moving through, and yeah, we're running about 30 to 35 degrees colder across the Delmarva Peninsula just this time yesterday, so pretty incredible temperature difference out there. We're at 33 Rehoboth, 31 in Milton, 30 in Salisbury, seeing some areas with a wind chill in the 20s. We're seeing the wind chill 24, Georgetown 25 in Salisbury. We have gale warnings running through about 6 a.m. We have that low water advisory extending from Ocean City down through Chicotee along the Bayside, Cambridge, Crisfield, with that small craft advisory through 4 o'clock today. So we're continuing to see those west winds, 10, 20 miles an hour. Few snow showers. I know people want the snow. We're getting the cold weather, but we're pretty dry across the area, and the lake effect snow continues to kick there. Cold, dry air filtering in as high pressure builds in over the next few days. Temperatures this afternoon, 44 in Lewis. See a high of 44 in Cambridge. So we're looking at highs lower to 40s. Could touch 46 there, Salisbury, and 48 in Chicotee. Clear skies through the afternoon. Overnight tonight, though, clear skies, calm winds. That's going to allow for a very cold start to our Friday, and we keep the cold air in place, at least for the start of the weekend. Mix of sun and clouds, highs getting in the lower 40s, and then we'll see some changes by the tail end of the weekend. So the weekend, mostly dry. We will see a few scattered showers late Sunday into Monday, and kind of more of a nuisance type of system here Monday through Tuesday as we're dealing with a weak area of low pressure passing to our north. So mostly cloudy skies into Sunday. So you see bulk of the moisture to our north. Could see a few scattered showers early Monday morning, and then a better chance of rain Tuesday as a front pushes through, and then we'll dry things out into Wednesday as we'll see more of a northerly wind kick in. So we're looking at highs right around 45 today, overnight lows low to mid 20s. Chilly, brisk day for Friday under mostly sunny skies. And Henry Jackson of Salisbury, Maryland, you're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. And there's your 7-day, 52 on Sunday. We're back into the 60s Tuesday with rain, and 49 on Wednesday under partly cloudy skies.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Life is full of unexpected moments. At Tunnel & Razor, we know the value of being prepared.
We work closely with our clients to understand their goals and concerns in drafting their wills and powers of attorney.
Estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants peace of mind to know that their loved ones are taken care of.
We will walk you through each step and make sure all your questions are answered.
Our caring and skillful representation means your wishes will be respected and your family secure.
Tunnel & Razor, your trusted partner in life's journey.
Your smile is your first impression, so make it an unforgettable one. At Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury, we specialize in creating beautiful smiles. Whether you're looking for a routine exam, cosmetic upgrade, or advanced dental care, we deliver the future of dentistry with a personal touch. We are transforming how oral care is delivered through advanced technology and personalized treatments. Call today and schedule your new smile consultation. Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury. Beautiful smiles for a healthy lifestyle.
Now it's time for Roofer of the Day. Led by Tyler Hershey, the crew at Hershey Exteriors came out with a strong game plan. It all started with excellent coverage, highlighted by an equipter and protective netting. But Hershey didn't stop there. When they spotted any openings in the roof, boom! They closed the gaps, keeping the home safe from any leaks. And they provide a free Golden Pledge warranty that's backed by GAF. Now that's a game changer. If you need a roof, I'd go with Hershey Exteriors because life is sweeter with Hershey Exteriors.
As 2024 comes to a close, we proudly approach our 75th year in business.
The team at Brass Sales and Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply want to thank you for your business over the years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to us for all of your RV, camping, trailering, and manufactured housing parts and needs. We wouldn't be a parts superstore without super customers like you.
Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's 5:58. It's time now for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, more traditional December temperature today, Chris.
Without question, yeah, this will definitely get you in the Christmas spirit. Temperatures in the 30s and feeling like the 30s this afternoon. We're only going to get up into the lower to mid 40s. A chilly, brisk Friday. We're going to keep it below average to start the weekend. Mostly cloudy skies by Sunday, and you can see the temperatures creeping back up into the 50s and then eventually the 60s. See a few scattered showers early Monday morning, and then a better chance of rain comes Tuesday with a front moving through, and then we'll see the temperatures drop back into the 40s by the tail end of that 10-day forecast.
Coming up, tackling affordable housing in Milton, a look at the efforts being done by the town to bring more options to the area. All that and more when Coast TV News Today returns.